here. And then it looks like for the most part he is going to move up, try to kill these SCVs off. Freedom's going to respond by sending the army that he has left, which actually quite substantial now that I look at it. It looks like Nemo has decided to land his command center slightly farther away from the mineral patches. Not sure why. Freedom does have a Banshee up here, so if he does expand on the bright side, he has an army right there immediately. Freedom losing, I guess that, I mean, I don't know if those count because they weren't fully saturated or doing anything. I mean, we'd probably say about base, what, 5 or 6 has now been lost. Still hanging in there, though, and here come the Thor. The tank's sieged up, so he's forced to retreat until the reinforcements come. But I'm actually kind of impressed because I do believe that, well, other than being supply blocked, Freedom is in a pretty good position because if we look at the army size, Nemo is larger, but you have to remember that he's got so much supply wrapped up in these Viking, what, almost 16 Viking worth of supply. And so that, I think Viking are 2 supply each, I believe. So you figure, you know, about 30 supply of that supply is in Vikings, which are not going to actually help at the moment. And so you can see throwing down the point defense drone, dealing with the Thor's anti-air, but still actually destroying all but 2 of the tanks. And once again, Freedom's actually kind of taken the lead again in this, it would appear. Needs to make some more supply depots, but that's been a running theme. It happens when you lose bases constantly. You just have supply depots scattered all over the place. I'm kind of curious as to why no one has decided to check these rocks. I've never actually played on this map, so I haven't, like I said, I haven't been playing a lot lately. Looks like this map might be kind of fun, actually. Looks like it might be kind of fun indeed. The Vikings instead are moving forward. Where did that Banshee go? That Banshee is dead, maybe? I don't know if he's dead or not. Looks like these guys are searching for it. But either way, Freedom is moving out again, destroys that point defense drone, and is he going to get, he is not going to be able to kill any of these SCVs. They are too fast. I don't agree with the sieging up 2 tanks right there. You were going to make it home, but instead you lost 2 tanks and 2 SCVs. And it looks like he is in a scramble. He was going to send the SCVs up, but realizing that Freedom will be there shortly, that he should probably not. This base, Freedom is down to 1 base and 1 base being constructed, and Nemo is down to 1 base as well, basically, because a couple of mules here doesn't really matter, especially since the mules can only mine minerals. And as you can see, he does not have any problems with minerals. It's the gas that he is having an issue with. So we move on, and it looks like this is actually going to be kind of hard to break. A bunch of siege tanks on the high ground, always a problem. However, he might be able to move up here and take out the expansion. And if he takes out the expansion, there's not a whole lot he can do. And it looks like Nemo finally remembering to mine some gas. But it's going to be too little too late. I don't know if he's going to commit. He is going to kill a couple of Thor. And it looks like he might. So now here come the Thor pelting away at this command center. But all those rockets actually don't do any damage to buildings, since their damage to non-light is 6. Just kind of low on the old damage for non-light units. But you can see that Freedom has now pretty much secured victory, because Nemo can't push out. If these tanks come out unsieged, I think these Thor are going to be able to deal with them. I kind of wish he would send some SCVs out to repair them, but I think at this point that really doesn't even matter. And we can see he is still producing Thor. Nemo not really able to produce anything. He could make some Marines, but Thor actually do pretty well against Marines until the numbers get kind of large. So setting up base outside of his base, he's going to try to make sure he can't expand at all. But it looks like Nemo is the crafty one, going to go ahead and destroy these rocks and try to take the gold expansion. And I don't think Freedom was even aware that he had made Banshee. I'm sure he was aware he was capable of it. You can see here this is the order in which they will get repaired, as denoted by the green line queuing around them. So I'm sure Freedom was aware that he could make Banshee, but I don't know if he knows that he did. Nemo going ahead and making another command center, because he's probably going to have to take 2 expansions whenever he does move out. And this game has gone on for longer than I figured. But this is kind of a side effect of what happens when, this is kind of a side effect of the siege tanks, basically. Once someone gets holed up with siege tanks, even if you have a superior army in macro, it's kind of hard to bust that sometimes. Unless you have your own large number of siege tanks. And it looks like Freedom is going to send a Marauder down, so he's going to be aware that this rocks are being destroyed. I don't know if he's going to go ahead and build a missile turret there. I'm not sure what the SCV was doing at that particular point. You can see the siege tanks are trying to slowly creep forward, but Freedom keeping a very good eye on his Thor, and it looks like this one is on his list to get repaired. And so Freedom is aware that the rocks have been destroyed, which is going to make this slightly more difficult for Nemo to expand there. And we can see the Thor are chasing that Banshee away. So Nemo has 2 command centers in his base. He doesn't actually have anywhere to put them. And again, he's on 0 gas, so he's not actually able to do anything. More Thor moving into position, Freedom going ahead and expanding again, and I believe by now, yeah, Freedom has the army advantage now, and he has the worker advantage. So I'd say at this point, unless anything crazy happens, this is pretty much good game. But Nemo is holding out for maybe hoping that there is a way he can come back, but with that scan and that last tank dead, oh, not the last tank dead. With that scan, there's really just not a lot he's going to be able to do. You can see the Viking trying to hold off the Thor, and they're actually doing a decent job at it, but he's about to lose all of his Viking. And at this point, he has a tank defending, and with Freedom bringing in more troops, I can't see this going on much longer. Especially when there is a tank that can't even be repaired because he has no gas. Yeah, this is probably the end of it, I would say. So, what we got to see, several bases, not even trades, but Freedom doing the Zerg style of play and losing as many bases as he possibly can. Nemo, a valiant effort, but in the end, I think he just didn't take enough expansions and wasn't able to keep the momentum going. And there were a couple times that he played a little bit more passively than he should, but overall, pretty good game by both sides. It was interesting to say the least, and I was actually unaware of who was going to win until towards the end. But it looks like this is going to wrap it up. I'm going to try to get some more replays up of myself, and I think I'm going to do a live cast, like I said, of League of Legends in the style of AdaBZ and HD StarCraft, only with League of Legends. And I'll probably do it with StarCraft too, just because I kind of like that format that they have done, their whole daily laddering thing. I've kind of lost a little bit since, as I said, I'm getting ready for the wedding and all that, so I don't have a lot of time to play. Hopefully more videos will be coming up as we go along. And I guess some of the last points of business, if you wouldn't mind, or if you do enjoy what you're seeing, I know I haven't done any videos in a while, so that might make you a little hesitant, but please subscribe. People have been doing a great job leaving wonderful comments. I'm trying to get back to people who leave comments. Like I said, I went for a little while where I didn't check anything, but either way, trying to get back to that similar format. So like I said, if you would, please subscribe. Lets me know that you care and I enjoy it. And also check out the forums. It's on my page. I believe it's on there. If it's not, it will be. It's thecarlj.com/forums. Good group of people, a pretty wide range of skill levels. So, I mean, you'll probably be able to find someone there that you can play. And that is it for me. So until next time, peace.